You should not buy the iPhone SE 2020. What's up guys, my name is Joe, and in today's episode of Opinion, I want to talk about the host of Unbox Therapy, Lou. And he published two videos in the past week. One was the you should buy the iPhone SE, and the other one was do not buy the iPhone SE. Looking at the numbers, the do not buy the iPhone SE was a lot more popular. As per today, which is April 28th, 1 million people saw the do not buy and 600,000 people saw the buy video. And in the do not buy video, I realized that he is right. He is 100% right. Now, if you don't know, I have another channel. It's a Hungarian channel, it's a smaller channel, but the main idea of that channel is just to talk about Apple products. And I myself am an Apple sheep. I buy all the new iPhones, I praise them, I test their products. I have a big following on the other channel, 140,000 subscribers, millions of views, etc. And I was a little bit faded away with the iPhone SE. I did not think it through the way he explained it to us. What he says, basically in that monologue of his, is that Apple could have done better. And those are some words that resonated with me. And they were the inspiration to this video because, yes, Apple can do better. Apple should do better than the 2020 version of the iPhone SE. Let's look at what we have. We have an iPhone SE that looks like the iPhone 8, that looks like the iPhone 7, that looks like the iPhone 6S, that looks like the iPhone 6. And they rehashed the design from 4 or 5 years ago. They just put minor modifications to the internals and they dropped the price point down to $399. Apple's whole mentality is to be a premium brand, and now they want to introduce themselves to new markets such as China, such as India, and they know that a $399 price point is more beneficial if they go like that. Now, what Lou said is that Apple could do a lot better. They could have showed us a new way of doing cheap phones, and that yes, in the Android market, smaller phone makers are competing against each other even at that $399 price mark and showing us revolutionary things in budget phones. I'm not saying that the iPhone SE is not a good phone. It's a good phone. It's a proven phone. It's a proven design, a well-known concept. It's just Apple wanted to skip on the development costs. And I know because that's how Mr. Tim Cook works. He came after Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was an icon. He did things different. But his second man was always Tim Cook. And Tim Cook was all about organization, all about logistics, all about the money. And ever since he took over Apple, financially the company went like $1 trillion company, magnificent. But he's not looking at the products from an experience, a user experience perspective. He's looking at the company from what's the most beneficial in terms of finances. Now, at a point you have to think, we have $1 trillion under our asses. Do we want to do something cool or something extra, gift something? Their whole mentality is different. Apple's built up differently, so they're not gonna reach out to new things. They're not gonna put under-screen fingerprint sensors into a phone until it's like way late and the competition have already done it. After that, they do it correctly. But why in the hell can't they develop a new and sexy design that would be a wow factor all over the world, and people will be talking about this all over the world, in a budget phone? Do the budget category right. Don't get a design from 5 years ago. And Lou is 1,000,000% right. You want to use our designers? You need to pay $1,000 for that. You can't use the designers. And Lou, kudos to you, man. I've never seen that put together like that. It's 1,000,000% right. We don't get The 399 people don't get the designers of the 1000 class. Apple gave us a boring phone. End of story. It's usable, it's right for some people, but those people don't know what they are missing out on. The whole mentality of Apple was that customer doesn't know what it wants until you show it to them. Now the customer knows what it wants and Apple finally gives it to them. The customer knows they want a budget phone, they give a budget phone, but they don't care about the details. And that's what I miss about the Jobs, Johnny Ive era, is that they focused on small details. You think the packaging was developed for the iPhone 11 Pro? No, it was developed back for the iPhone. The user experience of even opening the box came from that era. I don't see that happening now with Apple. I don't see them looking at the details. They're looking at it financially. They're looking at it financially that if we reuse this design and put in cheaper parts, then those bastards will be happy if they can join the iOS user experience and they can become part of Apple. And that's not good. You should become part of Apple just the way I did, because I was amazed about the quality. I was amazed about all of their services and all of their fine attention to detail that I don't see anymore with Apple. And this iPhone SE perfectly represents the new Apple. I have nothing against Apple. I still love Apple products. I have a whole channel built on Apple products and I love them. But I can say that it's not as it was 5-10 years ago, because that was a different era. If we look at the prices from that era and what kind of quality upgrades we got from the 3S to the 4, people were amazed. Everybody wanted that. No one wants the iPhone SE. It's just the best option they have. I want an iPhone that I want, that I need, even if we're talking about a budget category. Because Lou is right. They have money. They can spend on this. They can spend on developing something for the 399 people. They can spend on giving the best to them. And they should concentrate on not making $200 on a phone, making $150. But that $50 goes into creating people like me who fall in love for life with this company. Because I see my friends around, they don't care anymore. And other manufacturers, they're putting so much attention to detail that Apple will no longer be able to compete on a hardware basis. They have a massive brand awareness that is very hard, to beat. But if you're talking about hardware, I'm an iPhone 11 Pro user and I see much better phones out on the market. But I'm locked in with the ecosystem of the whole past mentality of Apple and what it used to be. I loved the attention to detail. I loved when they introduced a new software, a small upgrade to a hardware that was meaningful. This is not meaningful. This is just throwing a leftover bone to your dog, saying, yeah, you can chew on that. You can say you ate some chicken. It was some chicken on there. You got the chicken. He didn't get the chicken. You ate it all. $1,000 people eat it all. They get everything. And it's not fair. It's not fair from a company who emphasizes on equality. And I know it's a business, and I know there's going to be a lot of comments saying that I'm wrong, and I might be, but this is how I feel, and this is why this channel is called Opinion, because I get to tell my opinion. And that's how I feel. iPhone SE could have been a lot better. iPhone SE could have been the talk of the town, not just reusing leftover materials. I hope Apple really considers this for their next SE, because loyal Apple customers deserve this. And Lou, thank you very much for that video. It was a great inspiration for this video. Guys, if you want to see more opinion videos, subscribe. Don't forget there's an AirPods Pro giveaway on my channel. All the information is down below. Until my next video, Stay safe and hang loose.